And I'm very concerned, frankly, for the future of this country and for the future of my party, of the Democratic Party. I shouldn't just say my party. I think, frankly, the party that has the potential to save this country from absolute plutocracy, from a crazed fascism. And before this program started, Donald Trump gave his speech. And of course, because it was Donald Trump giving a speech, both CNN and MSNBC, and I'm assuming others as well, I only have those two monitors here in the studio, ran the entire thing in its entirety, every single word. He didn't have to pay a penny for it. They gave him millions and millions and millions of dollars of exposure. And then they fact-checked it. And frankly, I don't think he cares about the fact-check. There was one point in the speech where he was talking about taxes and whatnot, and he turns and he looks at the camera and he says, and we're the most highly taxed nation in the country, folks, we are. He was clearly off prompter because he was telling a lie, but it's a lie that he's repeated so often, I think he believes it. I think he thinks it's the truth. And, it's one of the problems with lies is that it's really hard to remember your lies. So it's better to always tell the truth. But I think that Donald Trump and many Republicans, frankly, live in such a bubble that they think that their lies actually are the truth. I mean, he was talking about, Hillary Clinton wasn't there to take the call at 3 a.m. when Benghazi was happening. Well, Benghazi happened at 9 p.m. And she was there and she did take the call. And it just... It concerns me, but the thing that concerns me the most is that Donald Trump right now is speaking the language of working class Americans. I was having this conversation, frankly, with Louise. It was yesterday or the day before. I guess it was yesterday. Hillary Clinton gave her speech in which she was attacking Donald Trump's business acumen. And, we watched the speech, and I thought, okay, so Trump's a fraudster. I mean, there will be attacks against Hillary Clinton as well. There's going to be attacks against everybody. All attacks do is basically suppress the vote. They cause people to go, they're all crooks. Screw them all. I'm not going to vote. I turned to Louise and I said, if she doesn't start promoting a serious and positive agenda and boil it down to 5 or 6 very simple points and push those points over and over and over again, that there's a very real possibility we're going to have a Donald Trump presidency. And that scares the absolute crap out of me. And it should you too. I mean, this is a man with clearly authoritarian and fascistic tendencies. And I don't know if anybody from the Clinton campaign is listening to this program or not. But if you are, please start. Well, Donald Trump this morning. This is clip number 1. This is I just have 2 clips from Trump. I don't want to play the whole Trump speech. I don't want to be advertising and promoting Trump. But this is how the Democrats need to be messaging, is talking about talking about this stuff straightforward. Here's clip number 1.
Our country lost its way when it stopped putting the American people really first. We have to go back to putting our American people first. We got here because we switched from a policy of Americanism, focusing on what's good for America's middle class, to a policy of globalism, focusing on how to make money for large corporations who can move their wealth and workers to foreign countries, all to the detriment of the American worker and the American economy itself. We reward companies for offshoring, and we punish companies for doing business in America and keeping our workers employed. They get punished. This is not a rising tide that lifts all boats. This is a wave of globalism that wipes out our middle class and our jobs along with it. We need reform, And we have to reform our economic system so that once again, we can all succeed together and America can become rich again. We have to make America rich again.
Now, the thing that Trump failed to point out here is that these were all Republican policies, that Richard Nixon began this process, that Ronald Reagan put it on steroids. Yes, Bill Clinton signed NAFTA, but the majority of the Democrats in Congress voted against NAFTA. It was overwhelmingly Republican legislation. These policies that Trump is attacking right, this should have been the speech that Hillary Clinton gave. This should be the speech that Democrats are giving. That Republicans have led these policies. That Republicans have led us astray. That Republicans have ripped this country apart. And now we've got a Republican candidate for president attacking Hillary Clinton for Republican policies. Are you serious?
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.